Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday the 20th of February, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Logan here from Treasure Tech doing a ring recovery for lost treasures in Brisbane. We're out the back of Bellbird Park. We have the client has contacted me in regards to a couple of rings that his pregnant wife have lost in the backyard, unfortunately last night. So it's a fresh drop, we know that. Now, wedding rings are usually pretty difficult. They're gold, so they do have slightly lower numbers. What I'll do is I will go now and make contact with the client, give them a couple of pegs, and I'll get them to peg somewhere in the vicinity where they think roughly the rings have been lost. I believe it's an intertwined ring, a maternity and an engagement ring, part of a 3-set piece. So it's possible that the rings are actually intertwined and become one ring. So just got to be careful of that. If they were lost together, they could still be sitting together, so they may give a slightly higher target ID number. If not, then we potentially could be looking for 2 rings. Obviously they're distraught, they want the rings back, and they've made contact with Lost Treasures in regards to doing a recovery. I'm going to go through some of my settings that I'm going to use today. There's a few tricks to actually making recoveries a little bit easier, especially if you have a family member or something that rings you and asks you to give them a hand to find something. Just going to show you a couple of quick hot tips that will just narrow down your search effort and hopefully help you target and pinpoint the object that you're trying to find without having to dig every single target within the region. So we'll run through some settings on the Equinox, and I will come back to you once the client has given me the search area, and I'll show you how we go about it. Alright guys, spoken to the client. They've given me a small search area here, roughly where they think it might have gone missing. Just going to change my settings. First of all, just going to shoot across to Park 2, which is just a setting that I use for doing discrimination. I'm just going to run through, change my accept and rejects. Obviously I want to keep all my low numbers out. So what it should be is around about between, I mean we're going really low end here, but I think around about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now I don't think these rings will come in any higher than that in the conductivity scale. I'd be very surprised if they did. Being that they're 18 carat. Okay, so now I'm just running in the range of gold where I think it may come in at. I will do a quick noise cancel. And I will turn my threshold level off. Alright. Recovery speed I want quite high, because there will be quite a few trashy targets in here from the kids playing. So I will run about 7 on the 15-inch coil, and I'll mark a few targets and we'll have a quick look. I'll come back to you when we've got the targets. So this was the area that we thought it might have been in. I've just started poking the detector over the fence here, and I've come across the first ring. I'll get the client down, Scotty here.
This is like one of those good things or a bad thing?
Have a look down there, mate. What's that there? Is that what we're looking for?
You're an animal. Thank you.
I'll get over this fence. Is this the only one, or is there a secondary ring?
No, this is the only one.
Okay, wonderful. Well, that is my job done. And you weren't far off. What a beautiful ring. I can see why it's so urgent to come home. Awesome, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate.
Hey, that is...
Money well spent.
Yes.
Money well spent. Another job well done. That'll call it a wraps for the day. Scott's obviously extremely happy. He's got his ring back for his partner. So, mission accomplished. And that, guys, was a quick wrap up on the recovery. One thing I didn't go over was I had my sensitivity drop down to 1. So obviously sensitivity at 1 means I'm only reading the top 1 to 2 inches of the surface, so that's good. That eliminates a lot of those deeper targets in that signal range, which made that recovery a lot quicker. Anyway guys, I'm going to get packed up and see you later.